This is the next topic, and the topic is how to run a webinar. Okay, let's have a look. These are the stages that I would suggest. First, do some research, decide on the topic and title, date and time, platform, get your speaker or speakers, plan who's going to do everything else, promote, rehearse, and get feedback. Let's look at these one by one. Okay, so first of all, you need to do some research and watch lots of webinars, maybe of similar topics or associations, like, for example, the Africa ELTA YouTube site. You can see lots of their webinars there. Topic and title, make sure that the topic is relevant and interesting. It could be a topic to help with a problem that you know teachers are having, or it could be a topic of a special day, an important special day like International Women's Day or Earth Day, for example. And then think of a good catchy title to get people interested and also reflect the content of the webinar. Next, you need to decide on the date and time and which platform you're going to use. To make sure that people come, you could ask them when is the best. For example, you could do a poll in a WhatsApp group with a choice of dates and times. The date and time must be suitable for the speaker or speakers and for the people who are going to present and organize. There is a big choice of platforms. You need to use the one that's best for you. My favorite is Zoom because I have more experience on it. It's 40 minutes for free, or you can upgrade to a paid account for unlimited time, or you can get a business account for professional webinars, which costs more, obviously. There's also Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Google Classroom. You have to choose the platform that you feel most comfortable with, the one you have experience with, or the one that's available, or the cheapest one. Make sure you experiment with it first so you feel comfortable and you know what to do and how to use it. Okay, so speakers and the other roles. It doesn't matter if it's one speaker, one interesting speaker who has a lot to say, or several speakers with smaller presentations. Divide the time up according to how long the presentations are going to be. You need to invite the speakers in advance, at least 2 weeks notice, I'd suggest, so they can prepare. Tell them exactly what you'd like them to include or ask to see their presentation beforehand and give them feedback about the suitability of the slides, of the content. So it's up to you to plan together with the speakers. Then you need people on board to introduce the speakers. Get the information beforehand that the person would like to be introduced with. You need someone to let the people in the webinar room because people join all the time. And if you haven't got the upgraded version, you'll need to silence people and turn off their videos and mute them if they turn it on by mistake when they join. You need someone to monitor the chat and answer questions if people are asking things there, and maybe to organize the questions afterwards, and someone else to close the session and end the webinar. Make sure you decide on how you're going to end it. For example, thanking everyone and promoting your next event. Next, you need to promote, rehearse, and get feedback. So about a week beforehand, it could be, you need to promote on all the social media platforms that you have. You can send direct emails to members, to interested people. You can post in WhatsApp groups. You can put the event on a website, lots of different ways, as much as possible, and maybe promote 2, 3, 4, 5 times if you like. You can include the link to the webinar in the promotion, so people just click on that at the specific time, or you can get people to register first and then you email them the link. It's a good idea to remind them maybe half an hour beforehand, 1 hour beforehand, because people tend to forget nearer the time. It's a good idea to have a rehearsal a few days before. So you practice sharing the screen, you practice the volume, you check the times, for example. And for the feedback, there's lots of different ways of doing this. You can include a link to a Google form in the chat. You can ask people to fill that in at the end of the webinar. Or you can email them a form later if you have all the emails, or if they register through an email. Or you can simply ask for feedback in the chat, ask people how they liked it and what they would like to be different next time. Okay, that is how to do a webinar.